Hello everyone, today is June 27th of 23. Another fig orchard update, and it's gonna follow up with a fig tasting review. I had quite a few varieties that are having their main crop ripe, and some of them I will taste for the first time, so it is exciting. First I'm gonna just show you what's happening outside. Finally today the rain has stopped. Yesterday it was raining the whole day, so for the last few days it's been raining here. Of course I had to protect my trees, and I had removed all of those trees from the main area and placed them inside of this enclosed room right there. I have many of the Black Madeira types varieties, and what I find out now is that they like to split. If they have too much moisture in their potting mix, they will split, even the fruit that's not even close to be ripe. So what happened with my trees was once I was transporting them from the shade area to this open area, I left the trees go dry, so they are lighter, easier for me to move them out. So I watered them really well, and apparently these types do not like too much water. So I had many of the figs that had split. So now once they had used that water, I'm just controlling the content just by closing the top. So the ones that were staying outside, and I have a Preto, another Black Madeira there that's also outside, they were doing fine. They did not split. This one here actually was placed in a greenhouse, and you can see here it's almost to be ripe. And it's a nice size. Oh, it's getting windy again here. So that's a tip for whoever has these varieties, and they are great varieties. However, they do require drier conditions. So one way you can control the conditions is by closing their containers, like with this plastic bag. These are compactors bags, and they are very tough. And also, when you water, what I do is I lift my containers. If they have already a good root system, you can quickly go and try lifting it like this. This one is a younger tree, so I don't want to do this. But you can, or you can just lift like this at the rim, and then you can notice how heavy the container is. The lighter it is means it needs more water. So that's how I now decide whether to water or not, since I don't have a visibility at the soil. All right, let's take a look inside now. So one change that I did here last night, I added more light at the top, just in case these trees have to be inside for a longer period of time. And I opened up windows completely now, so plenty of lights there. Also, I am running the humidifier non-stop here, and currently it is 56% humidity. It was in the 80s. I'm gonna shut it off now so you can hear me. And the first fig that I'm gonna show you is this Craven's Craving. So I had removed all of these fruit that split, just like this. This is what happens. This one was not even dead ripe, and it did split. What I like also to do with this fruit, I just put it on top, and you can just place it in the soil and cover it up. Let it decompose in the soil. I will explain in one of the videos what I do with my fertilizing the organic way. Alright, first here that it has ripe fruit is this Smith Becknell. I had my tree labeled as Besnel, Bencel, and a couple of people on our figs and on my video have commented and let me know that this is correct way of spelling. So this is Becknell Nursery, and I looked in my records from the fig bid when I ordered this tree, and the seller actually has it misspelled 3 times in his description. So that's how I was going with the name for the last 3 years. Finally I have corrected it, so thank you guys. Now I find that this Becknell tree that I have, particular tree, compared to the Smith from the another source, is a little bit different. You can see on this another source the leaves are more fingered like that. This one has kind of more full leaves, sometimes spades, sometimes trilobes, but they are bigger. There are some they are fingered like this also, so a little bit of variations there. And also the fruit in my first tasting was better from this tree, particular tree, so I'm gonna taste the other one too, just to see if it's gonna improve compared to this one. Now here is Italian 258. I don't have any ripe fruit from this tree yet. Malta Black, this one has ripe fruit, quite ripe. It is quite prolific too. It's kind of hard to walk through this here, Genovese Nero. And then in the back, those are, I believe, Craven's Cravings. Have to see. Yes, that one is really loaded with fruit. This one is again another Craven's Craving, and this has ripe fruit. So I already had checked many Craven's Cravings and tasted, but I will have them in this tasting video. Now this is Bass's favorite fig. I have one ripe fruit there and one that's really large right there. Oops, I want to just focus on this one. Let's see, this one is quite large. What else do I have here? LSU Holier. I wasn't able to ripen properly fruit, so I have one in the bottom and I picked another one. Saint Rita, this one is very, very prolific and also great tasting variety. Have few that are ripe. This one is very ripe. And Dorian on our figs has suggested that if I can possibly choose a tree and test bricks or sugar content on some of the figs from the same tree at different stages of ripeness. And it is a great idea. Fortunately, I don't have that much time to do so, so I'm gonna just pick fruit at different stages from the tree right now. So as you can see, this one is very ripe and shriveled up, and now I'm gonna choose one that maybe it's not as much, like this one here, and then we're gonna check. There is more in here. Saint Rita is very prolific, great variety. This one is for the first time now me to try. This is Fico Giallo. I believe only one fruit on that tree. Pantressa, I already had checked that one, but I think I have one fruit only now. And now let's see, let's go into the pretos. Preto, this one is very prolific. Many figs that are close to be ripe. Oh, that one in the back is Black Madeira KK. This is all from that tree. This one's again Craven's Craving. And let's go into the chicken coop, now the fig coop. And here I have also, as you can see, my chicken coop was quite fancy. This one is Capolcart Negra. Very impressed with this variety. And I have again quite a few ripe fruit. They're leaking nectar now, so pretty ready. This one unfortunately is not fully ripe, Maltese Beauty, so I will taste this one in a couple of days. There is another fig right there. Then what I have here, this one, Black Greek. Black Greek, and looks a lot like Saint Rita. Malta Black Saint Rita and this Black Greek, but more like Black Greek and Saint Rita. They look quite similar from the leaf pattern and also from the looks of their figs. Here we can have another Craven's Craving. I have quite a few Craven's Cravings and one very large fruit right there. Madeira Island Black in a background there. Can't even go there to check, to show you closely. Nordlands, couple of nice fruits there, and then in the back is Campaniere. Campaniere, you should stick around for this video tasting review of Campaniere. I just want to show you, to point out something about sugar content in the fruit that's different from the pulp and the skin. Alright, now I'm gonna just pick all of these ripe fruits that I can find, and I will then do a tasting review. Thank you for watching.